Characteristics of the book and its components. Best Friends Level 1. It's a book that is designed to meet 5 to 7-year-old needs. The emphasis has been given to the spoken language. Listening skills have a priority over oral production. Simple texts are introduced only to make students get acquainted with the language. They are illustrated and accompanied by audio records. The syllabus has been designed in order to suit a student's age and level of cognition. Language is recycled throughout the units to allow the students to practice it in different situations. Best Friends 1 components. Teacher's guide includes the theoretical background, methodology, characteristics of the 5 to 7-year-olds, fully developed lessons, warm-ups, extra activities and games, and it's available online. Students' book includes Introduction, 6 topic-based units, General Review, Special Sections, Special Days, Cutouts, Stickers, flashcards, CD recorded by native speakers of the language. Table of Contents. The table of contents is fully developed. You'll find the topic of each unit, as well as the different functions to be taught during the course. The characters of Best Friends 1. Froggy is the helper and introduces instructions. David and Kelly, they are the main characters of the book. The units are introduced through their context. Alex and Meg, they are David and Kelly's friends. Introduction unit. It introduces the characters of the book. It presents simple functions such as greetings and introducing oneself and others. It includes songs, chants, and prayers, which are easily to be memorized due to their sound patterns. General Review is divided into units that correspond to the ones developed in the book. It provides tasks, activities, and games to integrate, review, and reinforce all the language items seen. There is a wrap-up section in it to integrate all the language items taught. The general review can be used in different ways. As a workbook to reinforce the key language after each unit, or as a test to assess your students' progress upon completion of each task, or as the end of the year unit to review, to integrate, and to assess the course and your students' progress. Special Days. Special activities are designed to highlight special events, such as Mother's Day, Christmas, holidays, etc. The main objectives of these activities are to allow the students to express their feelings and wishes in the target language, to learn a specific vocabulary related to these events, and to promote a students' artistic skills. Cutouts. The cutouts has been designed to make the students explore and discover what is missing in the pictures. Students' flashcards. Each unit is accompanied by a set of flashcards to illustrate key vocabulary items. They can be used in different activities and games to make students practice the vocabulary in a funny way. Stickers. Stickers are made to practice key vocabulary items introduced at the beginning of each unit. Students must observe what is missing in each picture, choose the appropriate sticker to be put on it. Tips, recommendations, and final words. Here you'll find useful tips to consider when you organize your annual lesson plan. You'll also find recommendations to fully exploit the book. Tips. Organize an English corner with your students. It can be planned as an artistic workshop. Design a bulletin board to display a student's work. Bear in mind to make a CD with your students in which all the songs and chants are recorded. Parents will be delighted to listen to their children's oral production. Remember, it's highly recommended to use the teacher's guide. It'll help you to fully exploit each lesson. It'll provide extra ideas. It's available online. It can be downloaded and printed. Don't forget, Best Friends 2 is coming soon. Thanks to this publishing company, ACES, for believing in education, giving us the challenge to write Best Friends, choosing our project, publishing the book. Thanks to our editor, Adriana Morales, for her guidance, sharing her experience and knowledge, and all her support. Thanks to all the team that made this dream possible. To all the teachers and kids that will use this book in the future. To our families and to our Lord for the guidance, love, inspiration, and motivation. Unit organization. Each unit has been designed to be developed into 5 to 6 lessons. However, this will depend on many factors, such as the amount of hours you have per week or on your students' progress. Presentation of the unit. It has been decided to show Unit 2 to illustrate the unit organization since it contains a wide range of activities. The units are topic-based. The 2 first pages present the topic, key vocabulary, and target language. Key vocabulary is emphasized by the use of stickers, chants, and songs. Christian values are introduced by simple prayers. Unit development. In each unit, there are warm-up activities suggested in the teacher's guide. The instructions are accompanied by icons to promote a student's autonomy. Listen skills have a priority over oral production. There are games, songs, chants, and prayers to foster learning. Activities are varied to cater for different learning styles, to promote the development of potentialities, to generate different patterns of interactions and group dynamics, to help students develop social skills, self-acknowledgement, and different values. Story time. In each unit, there is a story time section. The story time section allows students to be acquainted with the stories of the Bible. It presents the history of the creation. There is a comprehension activity after each biblical story. Projects. Projects allowed to tackle matters about children's reality, require some research about special matters in charge of students, allowed students to work together to solve a task. And remember, there is always an outcome. Review is a section designed to review, to reinforce, to integrate. it's crucial to review what you have taught before evaluating your students. Assessment. Assessment must be congruent. Children should be assessed in the way they have learned during each lesson, using activities they are familiar with, in the way they interact with others, participate, take responsibilities, perform in class. This kind of assessment should be carried out continuously by monitoring in the classroom, through observations, record keeping, and portfolios. Methodology. According to certain researchers, more attention should be paid to the infant in the way he makes sense of the world and acquires his first language as he interacts with the environment. Many methods and approaches had applied these researchers' observation to second language teaching. Among these are the natural approach, the communicative approach, and the total physical response. Some of their principles sustain that children who are learning a second language should be allowed to have a silent period till they can make sense of the second language words, receive meaningful exposure to the language. Meaning should be conveyed through pictures, movements, gestures, and acting. Be exposed to the language just above their level of production. Learn in a friendly environment. A student's language acquisition is influenced by their attitudes, feelings, needs, and emotions. Be asked to respond to language with all their beings. This can be achieved by using TPR activities. Be allowed to make mistakes till they gain confidence in the second language. Error should be considered positive and necessary to the development of the language. Interact with an adult in order to progress from the actual level of their language to the potential one. Each student is unique. According to the multiple intelligences theory, all students learn in a different way, since each of them possesses different intelligences. Individuals have at least 7 intelligences, although they are not equally developed. Intelligences can be developed during the whole life. To keep up with the principles mentioned above, each unit has been designed to address a student's different learning styles and multiple intelligences. How to approach learning. Faith and teaching integration. For the Jews, there was no separation between God and history, the sacred and the secular, between pedagogy and religion, faith and reasoning. Jesus is part of our daily activities. We, as Christian teachers, cannot leave him outside the teaching practice. A deep knowledge of our students' background. It's of vital importance to be aware of what students already know, their interests and needs, in order to start the process of teaching and learning. An effective learning environment. Teachers should provide a classroom experience that is not threatening and demonstrate to our students a deeply understanding of their needs. Respect towards students' differences. God has given us different talents and abilities that make us unique. As a result, a student's individuality and potentiality must be respected, since they have the possibility to be developed during the whole life. Relationship between theory and practice. Theory and practice must go together. What is learned should be practiced. That practice should integrate all the aspects of our lives. It's not significant to teach concepts if they are not related to the students' daily lives and experiences. Teaching values. Students need to learn how to develop good habits, such as to interact with others with respect, to be responsible and cooperative, to know about their rights, but also about their obligations. Development of creativity. Teachers should promote students' creativity when completing tasks. In other words, children should be encouraged to seek out opportunities to gain new skills by using their imagination. Service. Teachers should generate different situations in which students can render service to their peers and to anyone that surrounds them. Christian Educational Framework. The idea of the book emerged in order to provide teachers of English a tool within a Christian educational framework. The aim of the book is to integrate Christian values in the English classes in a practical and natural way. The book has been purposely designed to emphasize the concept of Jesus as the center of our lives. In this way, we can achieve the main aim, that is, to allow children to meet Jesus, recognizing Him as their Creator, Protector, and Friend. The concept of Jesus as the center of our lives is presented through the close relationship that the characters experience with Him. This relation with Jesus is portrayed in their daily activities and is also presented through the biblical stories included in each unit. God is love, and due to His immense love, He created man in His own image. God created the man and gave him the possibility to interact with Him as His Creator, with other human beings as His peers, and with nature as host. These relationships were perfect. Unfortunately, the presence of sins destroyed a well-balanced relationship. However, these broken relationships can be fostered through true education. True education has to do with the whole being and the whole period of existence possible to man. It's the harmonious development of the physical, mental, and spiritual powers. It prepares the student for the joy of service. It's a continuous process that lasts the whole life, where the relationship with Jesus is the first element in the process of learning in a human being. Best Friend 1 is a tool that intends, through its aims, to provide teachers of English a tool within a Christian educational framework, to help students develop Christian values while learning English, to allow children to meet Jesus, recognizing Him as their Creator, Protector, and Friend. Through its design, to emphasize the concept of Jesus as the center of our lives. Through its syllabus, to provide a balance among spiritual, mental, physical, and social aims. And through its activities, to develop a student's minds in the acquisition of a second language, to learn through practice and by doing physically, to interact with peers, and to see Jesus as part of our daily lives. Welcome to the presentation of Best Friends Level 1. I'm Silvina Enrico, and together with Paola Stessens have written Best Friends Level 1 to provide teachers of English a tool that aims to help 5 to year-old learners develop Christian values while learning English. The book is called Best Friends to emphasize the idea that Jesus is our best friends. We'd like to share this book with all our colleagues in South America, and we hope you really like it and enjoy it.